friends, welcome back to my channel and another plan with me video. My name is Jessica if you're new here, and today we are planning for December. In this video we are going to talk about my 2025 planning strategy, my 2025 goals, my December goals, as well as October and November book wrap up, because I know you guys love seeing what I've read. And if at any moment you want to look at a specific section, I listed the timestamps in the description down below. So grab a snack, grab your planner, grab a drink, grab whatever it is that you want to partake in while watching this video, and let's get planning. In my October plan with me video, I shared with you that my 2025 planning strategy was basically non-existent. I was really only using my Apple Calendar as my catch-all planner and then my Notion for long-term planning, and it was serving me well. And I'd like to say that it's still true. I am no longer using the 2025 planner that I purchased for this year. I just really don't feel aligned with it anymore, so I put it to the side for now. As far as currently, I am still using my Apple Calendar as my catch-all planner, my Notion for long-term, and I kind of want to say daily planning. I've integrated Jules Acree's Designer Year Notion template into my current Notion, which you'll see later, and it's been working out well for me and I really like it. But for 2026, I'm trying to still figure out what that's gonna look like. What's new for this month is that I finally get to start planning and journaling in my Hobonichi planners. So if you didn't watch my October plan with me video, I purchased a Hobonichi A6 planner as my day-to-day journal, and then I also purchased the Hobonichi Weeks planner as kind of like my catch-all planner, but I'm not quite sure if it's gonna be my catch-all planner. I think my Apple Calendar is always gonna be my catch-all planner because I always have it with me, but I think this will be a nice option to have for my personal life. And what I love the most about the Hobonichi Weeks, which I've never used before, is that it has this weekly layout, but it also has like a graph section for you to totally customize. I've been pinning some custom layouts on Pinterest, and I like that you can basically create your own mood tracker, sleep tracker, time tracker, whatever it is that you want. I think what I'm really looking for from my planning system this year is something that's functional for me. I've tried a lot of different systems in the past, and while there are things that I like and mostly things that I don't like, I think I'm really starting to come into a system that really works for me. So I'm really looking forward to kind of finalizing that before 2026 begins so that I can just hit the ground running. One other part of my planning strategy that I want to talk about that I rarely ever talk about is my work planner. I'm very much that type of person that needs a separate home planner for my work planner because I absolutely don't like to look at work stuff while I'm at home. And I know that kind of sounds weird because everything lives in my Apple Calendar, but as far as my writing planner goes, I don't like it when my work tasks are staring at me in my personal planner. So I like to keep two separate planners for that. This year for my work planner, I decided to go with the Daily Planner by Dream Daily. I love the chocolate brown cloth cover to this. It just feels so chic, but that's not the only reason why I love this. I love this because this is a truly undated planner. It has undated sections for your monthly spread, and there's also undated sections for your daily spread, as well as prompts for goal planning and other stuff like that. I don't really use the monthly spreads in this. I mostly use the daily planning spreads because it just helps me get my work tasks done. I love being able to customize my day and see it at a glance. I also really like that the schedule section is undated and I can write in the hours that best fit my day. So this has been serving me well for a really long time, but because I am the person that I am and I love to try planners and journals during this time of year in preparation for the new year, I started looking at A5 and half letter disc bound planners again.
And you guys, I am in a very deep hole. Why am I doing this to myself?
So it's been a couple of weeks since I started like looking at these A5 and half letter disc bound planners. And then it dawned on me that, hey, I already have a disc bound planner system. If you didn't watch my October plan with me video, I told you guys that I bought this cloth and paper HP mini planner and I was not happy with it, and I said I wasn't gonna use it. Well, that has clearly changed, because in my A5 and half letter disc bound research, I told myself that before we buy another planner, let's try to use this one. That's good advice to give myself, because I don't know why I need any of those planners when I already have the Hobonichi Weeks as my personal planner. So I don't know what's going on. I just am really in the mood to test out planners apparently, but we are going to use the ones that we have first before making decisions on buying new ones. Long story short, because this one is too small for my personal planner needs, I've decided to use this strictly for work, and I've been using it for the last couple of days now, and I actually kind of like it, because although it doesn't have all of the bells and whistles yet, which I do have things in my cloth and paper cart to just kind of amplify this, I do like how it's turning out so far. This is what my daily schedule looks like for one of my work days, and I just, one, like how compact it is, but I also like being able to do this. I don't know what it is, but something about that is so very satisfying to me. So I've been really enjoying that. So without my doodle planner and without my old Dream daily planner, I would say this is the current planner system that I'm working with. I have my Hobonichi A6 as my everyday journal. I have my 2026 Hobonichi Weeks as my personal planner. And then I have my cloth and paper HP Mini as my work planner. So hopefully this will do well and I won't need to buy any more planners this year. Now let's jump over into Notion so we can go over my 2025 goals, my December goals, as well as my October and November book wrap up. All right, friends, welcome back to my Notion. Not much has changed, honestly, for my 2025 yearly goals and plans. These are my goals for 2025. Organize family documents, cook more, eat out less, finish crocheting my blanket, travel to one new place to celebrate our 5-year wedding anniversary, finish reading 2 completed book series, read 50 books. I'm a little behind on that. I'm only on 38 books, which is a lot more than what I read this time last year, but still, I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna make this goal by the end of the year. We are gonna try our best to make it. The next goal is email 5-year Orozco family Christmas newsletter, maintain good financial habits, more friend dates, prioritize movement, strengthen relationship with Jesus. Both of those are in progress. Partner with at least 1 new brand. The last 4 goals on my list that are all in progress are learn Japanese, increase steps, volunteer in community, and take more pictures and videos and save them. So I'd say I'm doing pretty well on all of my goals. A lot of things are in progress and set to complete by the end of the year. And then there are a couple of things that I pushed off to next year just because things had happened and it needs to be done next year instead, and that's totally okay. So that's a quick overview on my 2025 goals. Since I didn't film a November plan with me, I don't really have a November recap, but now let's jump over into my December goals. Welcome to my December goals page. This is actually really new for me. I've had different iterations of this throughout the year, but I think this is what I'm gonna go with for the end of the year and into 2026. Don't mind this little tracker over here. I am filming this video in November, so that's why it says that the month is only 73% complete. Let's jump into my December goals. I have 5 different buckets. My first bucket is content. In December, I really want to get back on track with my YouTube schedule. Next, I have kick off my 2025 holiday movie review series in Instagram stories. This is my annual holiday movie review that I run every year since 2022, I think. I love to review things. As you know, I love to review books, and this is just another version of that, but in holiday movies, and holiday movies just bring me so much joy. I love how predictable they are, and I just love connecting with people on the internet content. So I've just kind of kept it up over the years. Yeah, that's my holiday movie review series in a nutshell. There will be a specific annual holiday movie review Instagram highlight for you guys to check back on all the movies that I reviewed over the years. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. This is something that brings me joy every single year. So I'm really excited to share this again with you this year. And it's just so much fun. Now that we've talked about annual holiday movie review and I'm like really excited for it, the last thing in my content goals section is to test short form content on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. We are testing short form content in December, so I would really appreciate it. If you see it, please like it, engage with it, so it lets me know what's doing well and what's not doing well, because that is the currency on social media, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. So those are my content goals. For faith, I have do an Advent devotional. What I really love about this season is the quietness. You're being forced to wait for something that is coming, and I really enjoy that. I feel like it is such a wonderful time to sit down, slow down, and reflect, and I'm really looking forward to doing that again this year. This is the Advent devotional that I will be doing this year. It's called A Thrill of Hope, and it is by Blessed Is She. Really looking forward to doing my Advent devotional this year. Now let's move on to finances. For my finance goals in December, I have budget and track income and expenses. Know by December, we'll circle back to this in a few seconds. And save X amount of money towards savings funds. I haven't calculated everything, so I don't know what that amount is going to be yet. Know by December, let's talk about it, because I spent a lot of money in like October and November that I shouldn't have spent, and I really need to go on a no buy challenge. We are not buying beauty products, high-end or drugstore unless something needs to be restocked. Books, especially first books in series, and I have a little asterisk here because I am looking for the book How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn with the holiday sprayed edges. If you know where I can find this book, please let me know, because I can't find it anywhere. It's not the type of sprayed edges where you go to a shop and they spray it for you. I want like the special edition sprayed edges. I have the second book in the series, which is Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. And so this one came with the popcorn sprayed edges, and I was like, I can't resist this. I need to buy this, especially since I really loved How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I'm pretty sure I rated it 5 stars if I'm not mistaken. So since I've already read that and I have the second book in the series, I absolutely need the first book in the series, and that's the only book that I am allowed to buy in December. So if you do know where I can find How My Neighbor Stole Christmas with the special edition sprayed edges, please let me know, because I would like to buy it soon. The next thing on my no buy December list is fast food, basically anything with a drive-through, as well as like dining out due to poor planning. We can dine out if we're having a date night or it's planned, but if we're dining out due to poor planning because I didn't meal plan that week, we didn't go grocery shopping, for whatever reason, that is not allowed. And then finally, which I already discussed with you folks, we are not buying any planners, specifically an A5 6-ring binder or a half-letter disc-bound planner, planner inserts, and leather journal covers. And the asterisk here says, okay to consider other planners if my Hobonichi Weeks test doesn't fit my lifestyle. I will keep you updated on that. Moving on to my health and wellness goals, I have do 3 cycle synced strength workouts per week, and then making sure that I walk every day for 30 minutes. And then last but not least, we have my personal goals. I have cook 1 winter recipe, read 1 holiday book, test Hobonichi Journal A6 and planner Hobonichi Weeks, watch 1 holiday movie, write letter to self to open on December 31st, 2026, and practice being graceful with myself. That last goal is actually the most important, more important than any of the other goals on this list, because I know myself, and this time of the year, I tend to get in a very perfectionist type of way. I want things to be perfect due to like the holidays and just wanting to make sure that everything is done right to the way that I learned them, but also making sure that I am prepared for 2026 in a way that has to be perfect. Like my perfectionist side really comes out this time of year, and as a recovering perfectionist, that is hard for me. And so I really want to ensure that I am practicing grace with myself. I don't like it when my perfectionist side takes over. It doesn't make me feel well. I feel very anxious a lot lot of the time when she's like in full force, I am already starting to tell myself that things do not need to be perfect in order for it to be good. And that is a mantra that I keep repeating to myself on the daily because it is so true and so necessary for me to remember during this time of the year. Those are all of my December goals. I do also want to take you just a little bit lower on the page because I did insert part of Jules Acrie's like getting things done system, and this is filtered for December. It just has all of my December tasks, which I don't really check things off in this section. I have it on my homepage, but it was nice to put it here to see all the things that I need to get done on a daily basis in December. Now let's jump into my bookshelf to go over my October and November book wrap up. So I read 7 books. 6 of them are from October. I have Anyway I'm Falling in Love with You, volumes 5, 6, 7, and 8. This is a manga series. I actually started watching the anime first, and then I decided to read the manga because season 1 on Crunchyroll just kind of ended on a cliffhanger, and I needed to know what was going to happen, so they had everything that I needed in the manga. I read all the way up to volume 8. I think there's 10 volumes total, but 9 and 10 haven't come out yet. Anyway I'm Falling in Love with You, I would highly recommend. I rated these pretty high, mostly 4 and 4.5 stars. The next book that I read was Terms and Conditions by Lauren Asher. This is the second book in the Dreamland Billionaire series. I rated it 3.75 stars. It was alright. I mean, whatever. The story was very predictable, but it was cute. The next book that I read was The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas. I rated it 2.75 stars. It took me a year and some months to finish reading it because I was just so not into it. But everyone says that this series is so good, and I really enjoyed A Court of Thorns and Roses, so I wanted to give it a chance. But I don't know, you guys. I honestly should have read Throne of Glass first and then kept The Assassin's Blade as book number 4, but here we are. It's been a year and some months. I finally finished The Assassin's Blade. Anyway, the last book that I read was Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. I rated it 4.75 stars. That is it for my December Plan With Me video. I hope you guys have a wonderful December, and if I don't talk to you anytime soon, I hope you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. Let me know in the comments below what you are most looking forward to in 2026. I think for me, I'm just looking forward to having a clean, fresh start. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I will see you folks in the next video. Bye!